Okay, so this video is coming out a lot later than I had originally hoped. If you notice and take a look, I'm actually in a different room right now, and that's because I ended up moving. And I know, moving in the middle of a pandemic is a silly thing to do, but it was an opportunity that came up and I just couldn't say no. I'm actually a lot closer to work now, so that's going to save me a lot of money and gas. And it's in a quieter building, so I'm hoping that it's going to turn out for the best. I thank you guys for sticking with me, and I thank you for all the patience that you've had so far. But anyway, today we are going to be looking at the Soundcore Liberty Air 2 Pros. That's a mouthful. Now, I've been seeing a lot of hype around these on my social media, and I got curious and I wanted to check it out for myself. As always, I paid out of pocket for these. The full retail price of $169.99 Canadian or $129.99 US. Now, are these worth all the hype? Let's check it out. Going over the physical features first. The Liberty Air 2 Pros come in 5 different colors: Onyx Black, Sapphire Blue, Crystal Pink, the Special Edition Red, and Titanium White, which we have here. The overall shape of these resemble that of the AirPods, which some people will like and others will hate. They feature touch controls on both earbuds right on the Soundcore logo, and I'm pleased to say that they are responsive. They also feature 6 microphones in total. They are IPX4 rated, so they can withstand light splashes of water, and in my test of sprinkling them with water, they continued working with no issues. Looking at the case, it's made up from a white matte plastic on the outside and a gloss white plastic on the inside. The lid slides open, which is a nice touch, separating it from the standard flip to open design of the competition. The issue here is that the lid is a little bit on the flimsy side, which takes away from any premium feel that it may have. There are 3 LED indicator lights on the front, and on the back there is a USB-C port for charging. There is also wireless charging included, which is a nice touch. For fit and comfort, at first these felt great. They're super light, so you almost forget that they're in your ears. After about a couple hours of continuous wear though, they did start hurting my ears. On the bright side, I did not experience these falling out of my ears. Even after doing the shake test, there was no movement at all. Now the great thing about these is no matter what your ear size is, they come with 9 different ear tips to ensure that you have the perfect fit and seal. Now how do they sound? I'll be honest with you guys, I was actually quite surprised here. They actually sound pretty good. Right out of the box, they're a little bit more on the bass heavy side, which I do like. Highs are prominent enough where they'll be noticeable by most people. Mids, on the other hand, are a little bit on the flat side for my liking. Overall, they do sound good, like I said. If you don't happen to like the way they sound though, you can customize a sound signature within the app. And this is where things get interesting. Not only do you have full access to a fully customizable equalizer, you also get access to 22 different sound profiles to choose from. I went through all of them and they do sound different, with classical being my personal favorite. You can actually take this one step further though. Within each sound profile, you can actually customize that equalizer. So if classical, for example, is too bass heavy for you, you can go ahead and tone it down. On top of that, you also have access to Hear ID. Hear ID maps out your personal hearing sensitivity at multiple frequencies and custom tailors an equalizer that's unique to you. This is what mine looks like. Again, you can take that one step further and customize your Hear ID equalizer to fine-tune the perfect sound for you. Within the app, this is where you can customize your touch controls. You are given different options to choose from for either a single tap, double tap, and hold for 2 seconds. As I mentioned, touch controls are responsive, but my issue here is that they aren't as customizable as I would have liked. I tried to make the controls as close to my 75Ts as possible, since that's what I'm used to, and I noticed that I couldn't do that. For example, under the single tap, I wanted to change between ambient modes, but that, along with controlling your voice assistant, is only reserved for the double tap or long press options. It's weird to me that they did that, but it could be easily fixed in a software update. Another thing you can control within the app is the noise cancelling and the transparency modes. For noise cancelling, there are 4 different modes you can choose from: indoor, outdoor, transit, and custom. Whereas for transparency mode, you can choose between full transparency and vocal modes. As to how they work, they're okay. Between the two, noise cancelling definitely works a lot better. It does what it needs to do by silencing your surroundings. It's not perfect, of course, and noise still manages to get in, and I found that switching between the modes doesn't really make that much of a difference. In custom, you get a circular dial that changes the level of ANC, but the levels are in random spots of the circle, so you don't really know if you're turning it up or down. Also, the dial never stops spinning, so you don't really know when you've hit the limit. I feel that switching this to a linear dial would be a much better option. Overall, it works well enough to get the job done. Transparency mode, on the other hand, it could be better. The Liberty Air 2 Pros use external mics to allow noise in to make you more aware of your surroundings. Pretty standard stuff. The problem here is that it only works okay. Everything sounds quiet and it comes off almost as muffled, and that's with the music off. When you have music playing, you might as well not even have transparency mode on. I was wearing these while I was going out for a walk with my parents, who were right beside me, and in order for me to be able to hear them and be aware of my surroundings, I had to turn my music down to around 15 to 20%, which is very low. To put this into perspective, on my Jabber Elite 75Ts, I can hold a conversation and be aware of my surroundings comfortably with the music playing at around 40 to 50%. Now, I don't know if this is because I have a faulty unit, but I really hope that it's something that can be fixed with a software update. For the price, it's great that the Liberty Air 2 Pros have ANC and transparency modes, but I would not buy them solely for those features. As for battery life, these are rated for 7 hours of playtime and up to 26 hours with the case. In my testing of playing music at 50% volume, I got around 6.5 hours, which is really good. These also come with Bluetooth 5.0, and I will say that I did notice that my music would cut in and out from time to time. Again, I don't know if I have a faulty unit, but I figured I should let you guys know. During phone calls, I had no issues whatsoever hearing the person on the other end. Voices sounded loud and clear. I will say that when I called my best friend, the first thing she said when she picked up the line was, "Why do you sound weird?" And I thought that was hilarious, but do with that what you will.
Hey everyone, this is just the mic test for the Soundcore Liberty Air 2 Pros. As always, I have some coffee shop noises playing right in front of me on my iPad at around 65% volume. Do the mics do a good job at isolating my voice from the background noise? I'm curious to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comment box down below. Back to the video.
So are the Soundcore Liberty Air 2 Pros worth the hype? The best way I could put it is that they are a decent pair of earbuds. They have good sound, they have a fully customizable app experience, and decent ANC. Although the transparency mode didn't quite work as well as I had hoped, it's at least nice that they included this feature. These aren't the best earbuds out there by any means, but for the price, especially if you're able to snag an Amazon coupon, they're at least worth considering. Thank you all for watching, and thank you so much for sticking with me during this new adventure. I know I have a lot of work to do in here, but I'm excited about it. If you happen to enjoy this video, go ahead and slap that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comment box down below. If you want to see more tech videos like this one, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and with that being said, I'll catch you on the next video.